contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Bloomington, Illinois, 160 pounds, CJ Esparza.
Well, here we have another veteran of the Chicago Midwest pro wrestling scene, another guy that I am familiar with, CJ Esparza here.
Yeah, came up in the ranks with Brubaker and Hades.
Former member of Zero Gravity, a team I had the pleasure of seeing several times. The high-flying ability and him and his former partner are unmatched, in my opinion.
Yes, CJ Esparza very used to the, we know him very well as a tag team competitor, branching out into the singles ranks here at Zelo Pro. And his opponent is a longtime mainstay in the Midwest, but making his Zelo Pro debut here this evening. Matt, I think this contest, just the veteran status of both these competitors, easily stands to be the sleeper match of Stronger Together here at our 3rd anniversary show.
Well, JJ Garrett here, walking out there with a lot of swagger and confidence. I'll give him that.
Yeah, now JJ Garrett used to have this whole swag persona. He was all about the swag. He has since dropped that, and now he's more, hey, I'm whatever. And so it's difficult to get an answer out of this guy. He can, if you see his videos, yeah, faces like that. That face that he made right there. Watching his videos on social media outlets like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, it can be difficult to take this guy seriously. In my opinion, because he can go in the ring, it's all a mind game. It's all a trick.
Well, that's just it. You or I don't have to take him seriously necessarily, but whoever's standing across that ring from him is the one who does. And so we'll see just how much CJ Esparza takes him seriously right here tonight.
Got to think CJ knows full well and better than to take somebody the stature of JJ Garrett lightly. Yeah, you might laugh at his hair, ha mullet, what is it, 1985? This guy can go.
Well, we'll see exactly how much he brings to the table. Zelo Pro debut. This is an important match then for JJ Garrett. Got to establish himself here.
There's a question for you, Matt, is if you are a long-time wrestler, you've been doing it for a long time, but there are going to be times when you show up at a promotion for the first time. Do the butterflies hit you harder otherwise?
Oh, anytime you step in somewhere for the first time, you step in a ring, in a promotion, in a territory for the first time, it's a huge deal.
We got kind of a home field visitor advantage going on here. As far as we know, yeah, CJ Esparza, he's getting that last chance up to bat. And JJ taking his time getting in this ring. Referee Andy Long trying to mosey him along. Come on, get in. Let's get this started.
So far, a lot of jaw-jacking going on between these competitors.
And CJ,
whoa!
That high-flying ability that you alluded to, Matt, just shown off right there. And he ain't even taking his sweatshirt off. I'm roasting just looking at him. I see that.
No kidding.
CJ wearing his sexy sweatshirt. He's got the hole cut out under the tricep.
Continuing the high-flying ways, and the match now officially underway. Right into a cover.
This could be it. 2 count only. Springboard lariat. Matt, it just impresses me every time any wrestler is able to successfully complete a springboard like it's nothing. Because I feel like I would just be slipping all over the place.
It's harder, and you would, Jimmy, and it's a lot harder than it looks. So the athleticism on display there is nothing to be trifled at.
JJ, he exploded out of that corner with that boot.
Yeah, you just take a look at these guys. You got to give the power game here to JJ Garrett. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, CJ, no stranger to the gym. Obviously knows what a bicep curl is. No question there. But yeah, JJ Garrett, he's going to need to use his every advantage that he's got going into this against the hometown man, CJ Esparza.
The speed, the precision of CJ Esparza, but once again, power coming into JJ Garrett's favor.
Garrett looking for that side slam. Whoa! Can't take it. Head scissors takeover, beautifully done. Gets that exploder kick, and JJ Garrett looked like he was going to maybe roll under the bottom rope and take a breather. Not so much, though. He's still in this.
Well, he caught enough of his breath at the beginning of this contest, out jaw-jacking with the crowd. Now CJ Esparza, veteran instincts kicking in. Boom!
Got that. What do you call that? I used to call that the Dynamite Kid drop kick, because that's how the Dynamite Kid used to do.
Not a running front drop kick, a John Woo kick, whatever you want to call it.
I like it.
Effective.
Getting that air stall drop kick, beautifully done. Yeah, JJ Garrett's going to need to ground his opponent here. 2 count only.
That's exactly what you got to do with a guy like CJ Esparza. You got to take him, cut him off, maybe at the legs, cut him off, so he's on the ground, can't get running, can't get building that momentum. Woo!
Speaking of the Dynamite Kid, how about that snap suplex? CJ Esparza, him being a high flyer, I got to think you got just gauging your opponent, because you can't just go to the air right away.
You got to pick your spots. You got to be targeted. You got to be precise.
Garrett, not really, his eyes are not on Esparza. I think he might have rolled out instinctively.
Now he's taking that breather you were talking about. But
the strength.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't care if CJ Esparza isn't exactly the most vertically gifted member of our Zelo Pro roster. That was an impressive display of strength by JJ Garrett.
Strength, wherewithal, positioning. He saw where CJ Esparza was coming, and he caught him out of midair. That is not an easy thing to do, no matter who your opponent is.
I mean, that's just 160 pounds, just flying left to right, and to just stop it on a dime like that.
Takes a lot of strength and balance. And now, just look, as a result of that, look how the complexion of this matchup has absolutely shifted.
And Garrett, with a leverage advantage, with like a guillotine effect, just driving that forearm down across the chest.
You got the upper spine bent over the hardest part of the ring there, the apron.
Garrett stalking and trying to get on the goat of the fans here. That may not be the best avenue to take as
he doesn't
Esparza.
care, though. He doesn't care. He's not concerned with what the fans think.
Drives that up right on the noggin. You know what it's like to stand up suddenly and bump your head on the bottom of a table? That's what that's like right there. I got to think. I should ask you, Matt. Isn't that what that's like?
I think that's putting it a little too lightly, quite frankly.
Okay.
It's like having a pin driven into the back of your head. I mean, that can crunch your spine. That's not just, the bruise on the head. That can stop you in your tracks.
Yeah, send a shockwave all the way through your central nervous system. As JJ just staying on his opponent. He's got his opponent grounded. This is how Garrett needs to be. This is how he needs to stay. Yeah, I know the audience here at Joe's in Chicago may not think it's the most exciting thing here. 2 count on that schoolboy, nicely done. Gets the clothesline to floor him right back down. It plays right back into what you just said, Matt, about JJ Garrett not caring. If he's not doing the coolest, the flashiest of the wrestling moves, as long as he's on top, so what?
Every time CJ Esparza takes one of those risks, there's a reason they call it high risk. Someone like JJ Garrett's going to keep it grounded. It's not about flash, it's not about pomp, it's not about circumstance. It's about beating somebody up. Or at least it should be.
Showing no respect to the referee, trying to intimidate the referee even. He's trying to keep his man down in the corner, keeping it going. Back suplex coming up maybe. Esparza lands on his feet.
Hop
Once
over,
again.
go through. Boom! Caught him right in the face, through the legs. That's that precision, that laser precision from CJ Esparza.
Esparza making his way to the feet. That is the high-impact move he needed. And Garrett trying to get the advantage, going right back into him with a simple right hand, unable to make it happen.
And now CJ showing he can strike with the best of them as well as fly. Boom!
Got him on that corkscrew in the back splash. This could be it right here. 2 count only. Back and forth, back and forth.
Not enough to put JJ Garrett away.
Is Garrett favoring his left shoulder?
It looks like he could be.
Maybe that backsplash got on the shoulder. I thought he got him on the chest.
Either way, Garrett's in a bad way right now with CJ lining him up on the top rope, but no.
CJ may have been thinking about that shooting star elbow as Garrett, JJ, all of it, he wraps him up. 2 count only, and that was not sanitary in these uncertain times, J.J. Garrett, to be spitting in the air like that.
I don't think he gives a damn.
Not at all.
Folded C.J. Esparza up, but somehow Esparza stays in this. The heart in C.J. Esparza is admirable here.
Full head of steam, driving the shoulder into the ribs of C.J. Esparza. Missing the phantom elbow. That's the opening that Esparza needed. Can Esparza capitalize here is the question.
He has to. If he wants to put this away, tornado DDT hits a dead center of the ring.
That jarring, that spine effect. 2 count only, so close for C.J. Esparza. J.J. Garrett coming closer and closer to those 3 counts.
And you look at Esparza getting frustrated. This is the point of the match. You can't let the emotion get the better of you. You're worn down, you're tired, but you have to still think like a competitor.
Shoots him in. Oh, caught him head and shoulders. Beautifully done. That's
now
one of
Esparza's rocked.
Yeah, that's one of the high impact maneuvers for him. Beautifully done. To be able to shoot your body in the opposite direction like that, he's left a foot open.
And just in time, the ring awareness of C.J. Esparza paying out dividends, knowing exactly where he was.
Yeah, you hear that, Matt, knowing where you are in the ring
Huge.
at all times. I got to think that's easier said than done, though.
Absolutely. Again, when you're tired, when you're beat up, God forbid you've had your bell rung. It's hard to remember where you are, but that's the veteran instinct kicking in.
I don't know. Oh! Beautiful on the Frankensteiner to counter the pile driver or power bomb. 2 count only, so close.
Esparza can strike out of nowhere like that with a kick right upside the jaw.
All of it, too. He caught him flush. Is he thinking shooting star elbow? JJ trying to get his foot up. Elbow pad's been dropped. Oh! All of it in the small of the back. CJ Esparza. And he got him.
Here is your winner, CJ Esparza.
Impressive victory here. CJ Esparza getting the win. Zelo Pro's 3rd anniversary show. This is one that he'll be hanging a hat on a hook for quite some time.
That's right, a classic tale of speed versus power. Both men taking it to each other, giving everything they have, but it was CJ Esparza able to close it out with that shooting star elbow. An impressive maneuver to finish an impressive matchup.
Well, J.J. Garrett, nothing to be ashamed of except for maybe taking his eye off the ball that one time. And CJ Esparza showing that, hey, the transition from tag to singles ranks may be a smart career move. I'm sure he's thinking about Brett Kakia wherever he's at.